Rewind. Our song Rewind has just come out. Woo! And now we're going to break down the project to show you how we made it. Let's get into it.
Actually, going to take you right back to the start.
We're going to rewind to the start.
Because this was actually how we wrote the song.
So we wrote this track with our good friend Lee, also known as LPW, in March 2023.
That long ago.
Year and a half ago. We were really inspired by Diplo's track, Don't Forget My Love with Miguel. We thought that was like a really, really cool like summer vibe. And it was March, so it was really cold and rainy here in England. And we were like, let's get in the headspace of writing just a summer feel-good tune. So this is our take on a summer feel-good tune.
I still dream about your love. I need you in real life. 'Cause I wanna feel your touch and your
It feels so slow.
I think the intention with this, we did it at 100 BPM with the intention of speeding it up to 120-ish, just so it gave it that cool like sped up effect. Feels so slow. I mean, I think the new one's like 130 at least. So.
Yeah, as well, like it made it sound like it was an older record that we had like taken and sampled because the fact that it had been sped up so much that you knew it wasn't, kind of could tell it wasn't recorded at that speed.
All right, let's jump into the new project.
This is the rewind fast forward edit. You like that? You like that? So
this new version actually completely started with just an ambient like sort of pads. But that wasn't enough, so we had another one. This is actually our friend just chatting shit at the pub. If you can guess what he's saying, then you get free tickets to every show that we ever do, but you won't guess what he's saying. And then we have these cool bass stabs that come in. It's like an organ bass.
We found as well for this track, we really wanted to tease like all of the elements that come later a bit earlier on in the track.
That's why at the start there's this weird like intro fill that just has loads of little like teasers from the whole sound palette of like the drop later on. So like, and it just gives it like a cool thing. You just got. Yeah, I think we'd like to do a lot is, especially for like the intro vocals, is to use like a really short decay room verb like this to just like. It makes it sound really like just distant and cool.
I see your ghost every time when I close.
Oh, actually, let's talk about this. This is crazy. So, the verse, like, we originally actually didn't have the verses in this song at all, just because the melody didn't work. But what ended up happening was we just flex pitched every single note into a new melody. So the old verse sounded like...
When I close my eyes when I'm alone.
And it just didn't work in this, so it's now...
I see your ghost every time when I close my eyes when I'm alone.
Gives it a cool like robotic feel. I don't know.
I think that just like again is another way of like degrading the quality of it.
The singer.
Degrading the singer. Degrading the quality of the audio to make it sound more like interesting and not clean.
These are like chopped up bits of the vocal, moved around, messed up effects, bunch of things. On their own sound really weird. Without anything on, this is what they sound like. They sound...
This just shows you can take any part of your vocal, put it into an interesting like arrangement, and then just go crazy on what you can find with your plugins. Just have fun with your toys.
And in context, it sounds so pretty. Alright, let's get to the drop because that's what everyone came for. You're fiending for the bass and the kick, I know it. Here's the kick, and here's the bass.
There you go. Thanks for watching. No, I'm just kidding.
Drums, we just got like a nice sort of shuffly groove going on. There's not too much here. I like the little trap hat that comes in, the little open. Then it's like this. For all you house lovers.
This is like a pluck that we put in to have like a kind of call and response thing going on.
At the end of each drop, actually, maybe no, just the first one, the drums are like bounced out, and then they have these like effects that just make them go all filtered and weird with I think it's a formant shifter. So like you can experiment just putting like, it's a vocal plug-in on the drums, which is a weird thing to do, but it makes it cool.
Those are good ways to always transition between your different parts as well. Think about what you've got in each section and how can you like take that and bounce it out from what it is and then make it into something different, because that might end up a verse like drum groove or a new bridge section or a pre or something that's like, if you have a solid section that you like, take that and make it a bit less, and then that's usually like fits really nicely into the rest of your song.
If you watched our Find Me breakdown, you'll have seen when we were just talking about using like voice recording, like
mouth
on the phone
sounds
to do. This was actually like a cushion or something, but it makes really super cool organic sweeps when you just like record it yourself. There's this slowed down section that happens. There's like one bar of well, I guess it's technically one bar of 5/4, but it just felt right. Like when it just drops out, you kind of just do it by feel, not by like when it actually needs to come back in. That's just literally the vocal that comes in. Simple as that, really.
So the vocal drop that comes in from the second half of the drop was actually taken from the main a cappella and then put together and then sort of bounced out. So I don't know if we have the individual parts for it, but you can kind of hear. And then more layers, so that's like 2 or 3 levels of processing on it.
There's like 4 or 5 different versions of this song between the 2 versions that we showed you, because like, you know, producers don't often show this, but like it's not often the first version of a song that is made that is the one that comes out. We went through so many versions of this before we got it right. So this was like a breakbeat version of it. I don't know. There was this alt edit as well, which was like similar thing to the garage thing, but just halftime, yeah.
So thanks for watching, everyone. If there's anything we missed and any questions you got, let us know down below or message us on Instagram and we can put it on our story. Peace.